At Cazeau Brewery, we have preserved the age-old beer recipes used by our ancestors before us. Today, we are going to make one of those medieval beers using the original flavor technique of a gruit. For this recipe, we will need the following ingredients. To begin, place a cauldron or pot of 4.75 gallons of water over a hot flame and bring the water to a steady 154 degrees. Then, prepare the malted barley. Crush the barley in a mill and mix the milled barley with the hot water. This will form a mash. Make sure to mix it regularly in order to help all the starch in the barley turn into sugar. Keep this mixture over the flame at about 154 degrees for about 1 hour and 20 minutes. After the full time has passed, the mash needs to be lathered or filtered. To do this, separate out the grainy residue of the barley from the sugary liquid known as the wort. In this recipe, this step is quite quick. However, in a brewery it would take much longer. Once the wort is collected, it must be boiled for at least 1 hour. While no hop was used in the traditional medieval recipe, we will now add some light hop to preserve our precious beverage, allowing it to age. Just before the end of the wort boiling process, the spices or the gruit is added. The herb mixture made earlier will be the only additional flavor to the beer outside the main ingredients. Next, the wort is cooled back down to around 68 or 69 degrees. Cooled wort is poured into a container, a demijohn or a plastic jerry. This mixture will sit overnight in a room at 68 degrees. The next day, a small amount of yeast should be added to start the fermentation process that converts the sugar in the wort into alcohol and carbon dioxide. This reaction will last for about a week. After, the flat beer that has been created will sit in a cooler for around 3 weeks for a period of conditioning. Then, just before bottling and capping the beer, we can add a little bit of sugar and yeast. The bottled beer will rest at room temperature for another 2 to 3 weeks, so the beer can be left to mature slowly. Waiting an additional month or even longer will allow the beer to age slowly, producing an even better taste and quality. And there you have it, a delicious beer crafted with ancient techniques and the simplest of ingredients. Enjoy!